Hey there, and welcome back to another video here on Live on Your Terms, where we are all about planning all of the things so that you can live your life with intention and on your own terms. I'm Christina, and in today's video I want to share the meal planner that I'm going to be using in 2022 and just do a little flip through of it so that you guys can see what it looks like. If you're interested in functional planning style videos and really want some tips and information on how to live with more intention and just plan and use planners to really be more strategic about your life, make sure that you go ahead and get subscribed to this channel because I would love to have you here. One of the best ways to be super duper strategic with planning an area of our life is with our meals. So that's why I'm super duper excited today to share my meal planner that I've created and that I will personally be using in 2022, because really planning our meals has a big impact not only on our health but also on our finances and on our budgets and how much we spend in groceries and how much food we waste. So definitely get subscribed and stick around so that you can see the inside of this meal planner. Alright, so as I mentioned, this is a meal planner that I did create myself. For the last couple of years, what I've been doing is really just kind of writing in my meals on whatever other planner I was using, or just on spare paper. Like when I would make my grocery lists, I would just kind of make a meal plan on a spare piece of paper for the week and plan things out that way, and then go ahead and make my grocery list based on that. And on occasion I would use just like a blank monthly calendar template to kind of plan my months ahead. So I created this meal planner in line with what process I was using when I was using that blank calendar template and when using my kind of weekly view to then drill in and make my grocery list. So this is the Your Meals on Your Terms meal planner, and I'm going to zoom in as best as possible so that you can see the detail. And this planner is available as a printable meal planner on my Etsy shop, which is linked down below. It's undated, it doesn't have any dates in there, so you can purchase this and then be able to use it over and over and over again, year over year. It's available in this multicolor scheme, which is what I'm going to be using in 2022, but then there's also a neutral scheme, which is just black and white, and also a black and gold scheme. And over time I probably will add additional color schemes down the road, like maybe for 2023 and stuff like that, but for now these are the three colors that will be available. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it looks like on the inside. So I use these new planner discs that I got on Amazon for this, and I can't say that I love them. They're really cute. They're like clear with gold glitter, and I love gold, but you're gonna see that I have some trouble turning the pages, and it's just because of these planner discs, because they're not the smoothest. They have a lot of like hitches on the edges that makes it really difficult to turn the pages, so I'm gonna have to find different discs to go in this. So when we open up the front cover, you just see another cover page and a section that says this meal planner belongs to, so that you can write in your name and all of that. When we turn the page again, there is a notes page here on the left. There needed to be a page behind the cover page, and I figured, hey, why not have a spot to be able to put some notes? These could be like notes about like your thoughts for the coming year, for your meal planning and your process, or specific dietary restrictions and stuff like that. So I thought it would make sense to put that there. And then just a little cover page that says plan your meals your way. And then we jump right into the meal planner. So like I said, this is completely undated. There are no months on it or anything like that, so that people can pick it up at any point in the year and use stickers or just write in the months in the year at the top. So this is the calendar. It is available in both a Sunday start like you see here and a Monday start, because I know that some folks like to start their calendars on Mondays. I prefer Sundays in pretty much all of my planning. However, I always make sure that there's a Monday start available. So I'm going to be using the Sunday start version of it. So this is just the calendar view here, and it just goes, has all of the days of the week across the top, and it has 6 rows for date boxes. I did 6 rows because typically when I make a planner, I just do 5 rows, but I did 6 rows because if there is that overlap, you know, like I think in January, you have like the 24th and the 31st here, and then the 23rd and the 30th here. If you were doing your calendar for January, if it only had 5 rows, you would have to put both of those days on that one square and like half it. For something like meal planning, that's just not enough room. So I decided to go ahead and do 6 rows so that every single day could have an individual box if we have those kind of overlapping days, those months with the overlapping days. So like I said, I would use just kind of a blank calendar template, so I made sure to put this monthly view in here because this is a great way to kind of pre-plan the month. If there are special occasions and things like that where you know you're gonna be eating specific type of food, that's great to put on the calendar. And also planning eating out. Like for me and my family, we typically only eat out on Saturdays. Like my son and I, like that's when we're gonna eat out, and that could be both lunch and dinner. It could be breakfast, lunch, and dinner, or it could just be lunch, it could just be dinner. But I like to plan that out, 1, for my budget, and 2, to make sure that we're not eating out too often, because of course it's not as healthy to eat out instead of eating home cooked meals, and I prefer to eat food at home rather than eat out so often. So I like to use my monthly view to do that. And then it's also just a great way, like if you want to pre-plan your month and just know going into it, well, these are some recipes that you want to try and on what days. If you have a, like I said, special occasion and you know that you're gonna get like pizza for your kid's birthday, or you know, something like that, or you're going out to dinner with some friends, or have a family gathering, then you can mark that off and know that you don't need a plan for that day when you get to that specific week. And yeah, so I just did it like that. There's a section here for notes so that you can write down any notes associated with the month, and then there's a spot for a key so that if you wanted to color code, let's say you wanted to do like breakfast, lunch, and dinner in each of these boxes, you can color code and put breakfast in one color, lunch in one color, dinner in one color, and use your key to denote like what is what from that standpoint. And you could also color code based on something that is eating out versus home cooked meals. So like I said, on Saturdays my son and I usually eat out. I could put that in a specific color, and everything else that's home cooked in a different color, you know, and then use my key to do that. So I made sure to include that key so that easy color coding and function could be utilized. But that's the calendar view and how I'm going to use it, and some tips to use it as well. And then each month includes 5 weekly views that look just like this. So each week we would write the week of up here. So let's say, for example, this is the week of, let's see, Saturday or Sunday, January 2nd, right? I would write that up here, January 2nd, however I want to do that, using stickers or drawing it in nicely, or just, you know, writing it in with pen. But I would write that here and here, or just on this side, whichever one you prefer. And then I would proceed to use any information that I have in my monthly view to go ahead and block out like any eating out dates or whatever on this weekly view, any special occasions and things like that on this weekly view, and then proceed to use my monthly view if I have any pre-planned recipes or any pre-planned food ideas that I did for the month, and just go ahead and bring it into my weekly view here. So it's broken out by category: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and also snacks, because those are also important, especially if you're on some type of health or fitness journey. You want to make sure that you're pre-planning all of that. And it just makes life so much easier when we know what we're going to have during the week. Because if we plan out breakfast, lunch, and dinner, particularly dinner, then we can come down here and fill in what ingredients that we need for the meals that we have each day. So if we go ahead and pre-plan our week before we go to the grocery store, we can inventory the ingredients that we need. We can compare that against, we can compare the ingredients that's needed for what we want to make against what we already have on hand. And then just put the items that we actually still need, because that's what would be listed down here, and just put those items on our grocery shopping list so that we're just picking up for the week the things that we really do need to create the meals that we have listed here. On the left hand side here, there's just an additional spot for notes, any key, if you wanted to put a key here. I didn't put a spot for a key just in case, folks just wanted the spot for just notes about the week. But that would be easy to just, kind of put a key using a portion of this notes box as well. But that's it. Each month has 5 weeks in there so that we can plan each week of the month, whether it stops at a 4th week or a 5th week. And then it just gets right into the next month. Did I skip it? I think I skipped it. And then it just gets right into the next month here. And each month is exactly the same. Again, it's undated. Oh, I don't love these discs, but it's undated, and everything is exactly the same. And then you can kind of set it up in whatever way makes sense for you. But I'm definitely excited about this meal planner. I love that it is very functional, and I'm very, very excited to be able to use it in 2022. Like I said, it is available as a printable in my Etsy shop, which is linked down below. And definitely if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them, and be on the lookout for some more of my planners that I'm going to be using in 2022, because I'm super duper excited about my 2022 planner lineup. If you enjoyed this video, if you enjoyed getting a look inside my meal planner that I'm going to use in 2022, definitely make sure you put a like on that. It would really help this video out, and get more folks to be able to see the meal planner if they're looking for a meal planner to really help them to plan out their month of food as well as each week of food. So definitely put a like on there. I would really appreciate it. Again, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I'm gonna go ahead and close out this video, but I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye.